Areas of other figures. What do you call a crushed angle? A rectangle. Today's lesson is going to be to find the area of a trapezoid and then areas of irregular figures. The Indiana Academic Standards we're studying today are 7.5.4 and 7.5.5. We'll first look at the area of a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the product of the height and the sum of the lengths of the bases. So it's A equals 1/2 h times the quantity B1 plus B2. If you put two identical trapezoids together, you get a parallelogram. The area of the parallelogram is A equals the quantity B1 plus B2 times the height. So the area of one trapezoid is 1/2 the quantity B1 plus B2 times the height. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down any part of these notes. We're going to spend a lot of time on trapezoids and other irregular figures. The bases of a trapezoid are the two parallel sides of a trapezoid. The height of a trapezoid is the length of a perpendicular segment connecting the bases. Example 1. Finding the area of a trapezoid. Find the area of the trapezoid. We start with the formula. A equals 1/2 h times the quantity B1 plus B2. Well, our height is 6 because that's the perpendicular to the two parallel bases. Our bases are 6 and 10 because those are parallel lines of the trapezoid. 6 plus 10 is 16, so we now have 1/2 times 6 times 16. So the area equals 48 centimeters squared. Pause the video if you need more time to copy down any part of these notes. We're going to spend a lot of time on trapezoids and other irregular figures. We are not doing example number 2. For 1a, find the area of each trapezoid. Start with the formula A equals 1/2 height times the quantity B1 plus B2. Fill in what we know. The height is 4.4, the bases are 9.5 and 6. So we have A equals 1/2 times 4.4 times 9.5 plus 6. Go ahead and add 9.5 and 6 and we get 15.5. So we have A equals 1/2 times 4.4 times 15.5. When we do all of that multiplication, we get 34.1. So the area is 34.1 meters squared. For 1b, we have another trapezoid. So we're going to start with the formula A equals 1/2 the height times the quantity B1 plus B2. Our height is 6. Our bases are 21 and 6. So we fill in the quantities we know. A equals 1/2 times 6 times the quantity 21 plus 6. 21 plus 6 is 27. So we now have A equals 1/2 times 6 times 27. When you do that multiplication, you get 81. So the area of this trapezoid is 81 meters squared. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these two problems. We're going to add a couple of problems because we need to look at irregular shapes. When we have a figure like this, it's an irregular shape, we have to break it down into pieces. Now some of you will think of this as 3 separate pieces. You'll think of 2 rectangles and a triangle. You'll find the area of each and then add the 3 together. Some of you might see that this is a trapezoid with a piece cut out. And so you'd find the area of the whole trapezoid and then cut out the piece that's been removed. So there you're only finding 2 areas and subtracting them. You have to decide which is easiest for you. If you just want to think of it as breaking it down into pieces and adding them together, or thinking of a bigger piece that's had a piece removed. I'm going to solve this particular problem both ways. We're going to start by breaking it into the 3 pieces. We have a rectangle that's 3 meters by 6 meters, another rectangle that's right here that we have to do a little bit of math to figure out its area, it's going to be 6 meters by this measurement here. It would be 1 meter because this whole length here is 3 meters and 2 minus 1, or 3 minus 2 is 1 meter. So this rectangle is 6 meters by 1 meter. And then we have a triangle. We have a triangle that we can figure out that the height, which is this measurement, is 3 because it is the same as this distance over here on the left. And the base of the triangle is going to be 16 minus 12, which would give us 4 meters. So it would be a triangle that has a height of 3 and a base of 4. The area of our first rectangle is 18 meters squared. The area of our second rectangle is 6 meters squared. And the area of the triangle is 6 meters squared. So we have 18 plus 6 plus 6, which gives us a grand total of 30 meters squared. So the area of the entire figure is 30 meters squared. Now let's find the area of the entire trapezoid and subtract the small rectangle. So first we find the area of the large trapezoid. Remember, our formula is A equals 1/2 times the height times the quantity B1 plus B2. So when we fill in what we know the height of our trapezoid is 3. So we have the area equals 1/2 times 3 times the first base is 16. The second base would be 12. So we have A equals 1/2 times 3 times the quantity 16 plus 12. 16 plus 12 is 28. So we have A equals 1/2 times 3 times 28. So the area of the large trapezoid is 42 meters squared. Now we need to find the area of this rectangle so that we can subtract it from the area of the large trapezoid. So the length and the width of this rectangle is 6 and 2. So we have A equals L times W for our area of a rectangle. Our length is 6, our width is 2. So we have A equals 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12, so the area of the rectangle is 12. To find the area of the green trapezoid, we're going to take 42 minus 12, which is 30. So the area of the green trapezoid with the piece missing is 30 meters squared. So you can see it doesn't matter if we take an irregular shape and cut it into smaller pieces, or if we think of it as a larger shape with a piece removed. Either way, we ended up with the same answer, 30 meters squared. When you do your homework, you can choose one or the other method. It doesn't matter, as long as you're accounting for all of the shape that you need to find the area for. Pause the video at this time if there's anything that you need to continue to copy down. We'll spend a little bit more time. We'll do at least one more of these problems together in class so that you have a better understanding of irregular shapes.